To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nations. Those words were used by Woodrow Wilson during his proclamation for the first Armistice Day on November 11, 1919. The day marked the first anniversary of the armistice to end World War I, seared in the nation's conscience for being signed at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month. At the time, the Great War was supposed to be the war to end all wars, and November 11th was celebrated as Veterans Day for years to come. As another war loomed in Europe in 1938, Armistice Day was made an official holiday by an act of Congress. In a short amount of time, members of the U.S. Armed Forces were once again embroiled in war. At the conclusion of World War II, Armistice Day was intended to honor the sacrifices of veterans from both world wars. Then, in 1954, with the conclusion of the Korean War, President Eisenhower, hearkening language reminiscent of Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, issued a proclamation changing November 11th to Veterans Day, with the words, "On that day, let us solemnly remember the sacrifices of those who fought so valiantly on the seas, in the air, and on foreign shores to preserve our heritage of freedom. And let us reconsecrate ourselves to the task of promoting and enduring peace so that their efforts shall not have been in vain." During the 1970s, the holiday was moved to October for a few years, but was officially returned to November 11th in 1975. Regardless of the number of conflicts since Wilson first uttered his proclamation, or the shifting dates and names for the day, the purpose remains the same: to say thank you to all those who have served in times of war and peace. It is a recognition of the sacrifices that all men and women who serve make for the protection and defense of the principles our country holds dear.